Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. This is Martelle. Fuck.
Leave it in.
It's me. It's Randy. What's up, Randy?
Oh, this day has been amazing.
This day is gold.
Oh, everything. What's up? Everything's up, man. Yesterday, I decided to not do anything.
Nice.
Yeah, I forced myself to get up and get a shower around 4:30 so I can go over to my aunt and uncle's.
In the morning?
Yeah, no. I woke up about 5:30 yesterday morning, so I was like in that weird sleepy stage all day. And so about 9:30, I kicked on College Game Day, watched all of that. Watched, who did I watch at noon? Penn State, I think. And then I started watching that team up north at 3:30. I was just like, you know what? I have not had a day to do nothing in a long time.
Nice.
I needed to go forage for this event next week.
Yeah.
Quick plug, Curry's Antiques in Lancaster, Ohio.
Do it.
Got a 1800 blacksmithing demonstrations going on Friday the 21st and Saturday the 22nd from 10 to 3. Come out and see us and all the crap we made. You can give us money for our crap.
Did you make my
No, I didn't make
cleaver?
I didn't make your cleaver.
Damn.
I'm making like J-hooks and
Bicycle mounts.
Yeah, bicycle mounts, sprockets, airplane wings, you know, things they'd have around 1770.
Awesome.
So, yeah, no, so I just chilled yesterday and finally I was like, I got to get outside. Like I was getting depressed from one day of being inside with the blinds closed. And because we live like right in the middle of town, so I hate people that can just like walk by and look in your house. And
why? That's always fun.
well, because I was sitting there naked eating Cheetos all day. So really it's to save them. I don't care so much.
So is your junk orange right now?
Well, when is it not?
I don't know. You said you're naked eating Cheetos. I just imagine you're
Spray
eating
tans,
Cheetos.
am I
And you're like,
Hi, Mom. Glad you're listening. So, yeah, yesterday I did that and then went to my aunt's. Got this morning. We went to church. We have a new pastor start, and he's freaking awesome and hilarious. And he's basically telling people, like, I don't care about your traditions or what the past is. We're moving forward. And I was like, right on.
There you go.
He's like, we're here to just love people. I don't care who they are, what their story is.
Especially the people driving or riding their bicycles through Taliban territory.
Right.
Or
Right.
ISIS territory.
Yeah, we love them. We don't love the idea of riding through ISIS territory. That's just being dumb.
I don't know.
No,
That's
he was
just
really
Darwin thinning out the herd.
cool. Right. I'm all for it. So we, I get home and realize, crap, I don't have my truck keys on my little carabiner thing.
Yeah, I got that text message. I can't find my truck keys.
Yeah, I can't find my truck keys.
I
We
just
took-
figured it was you just started with a screwdriver. So
I didn't try that. You probably could.
I mean, it's an 82. You
It's
just stick
honestly, I
a
can just
screwdriver
hotwire
in there
it,
and just
but
give it a
it's
little turn
also-
forward, and I'm sure it'll start.
Well, it's also got one of the keys to my toolbox on the back, aka my trunk, so I can lock things since my doors don't have locks that work. But yeah, we went all over looking for that. Beth drove back to the church, looked around the parking lot and everywhere. Then halfway here, found out my aunt had texted her and said, hey, we found some keys here. So got those. And then while she was doing that and I was waiting for her to bring the car back so I could drive something,
Yeah.
I played Oregon Trail online. And I got about 200 miles from the end and I hit a rock in a river and everybody died.
They all got dysentery
One
with an
person
infection.
one person got dysentery. We had some broken legs, but I was doing well. And it was like, use the arrow keys to raft down the river so many miles. And I'm going, and I bump a rock, and it's like, you lost 2 oxen and 37 bullets and 2 sets of clothes. And then we go a little farther, and I bump the side, and it's like, you lost an ox, and this person fell off and drowned. I bumped the 3rd rock, and then I died, and then I was somehow still going.
You should have taught them people how to swim.
Yeah, it's a raging river. It's a raging mountain whitewater rapid. You can't swim in that.
Sure you can.
Especially on the Oregon Trail. They didn't have like raft boat life things. 2 people cannot float down a river on a door.
Dinosaur farts.
So yeah, no, I mean my day was lost keys, everybody died, all my friends, and of course I named them after real friends. So
how fast did I go?
Y'all died. Oh, I didn't. You weren't on it.
Dick.
I only had room for my top 5. It's like MySpace. I had to be real selective.
Damn.
Honestly, I was in chat box, so I just threw in 4 of the guys that I get in a car chat box with. So it was them 4. But the good news is you're still alive. Bad news is you're not my best friend.
And I'm not at least I'm not in Oregon.
Don't go with the Donner Party. I hear things went really bad for them.
No. Or good, depending on where you're at.
Depending on how you like the taste of human flesh. Yeah, so no, I think that's all I had this week. I had a really good business meeting Thursday at a place called the Ram Brewery up in Dublin.
Yeah.
So I me and a associate of mine are looking to start this new business, and my good buddy Jason Alt, who owns Kaufman Media, goes, "Hey, I got a buddy in real estate that has experience doing some of the stuff you're doing." So really successful real estate guy. So I get up there first thing and I pull up and see a Lamborghini sitting out front. And I was like, man, I'm glad I changed into my Polo that I think I bought at Walmart. I was like, I'm out of my element here. I'm glad I put on clean jeans and a Polo and drove the Camry up here. And
you definitely should have drove the truck up there.
Oh, dude, Trav, it had one of those roundabouts, but it was a 3-lane roundabout, which I understood perfectly, and most people did. But there was that one person that was on the inside lane that got halfway around, and then tried to cut all the way outside to make their exit, and I was laughing.
You should have made him get stuck on the inside lane and just continued to keep them stuck in there and just make him drive around.
Just do loops. So, yeah, I did that. I recommend going to it if you're up around Columbus, Dublin area. Go to the Ram Brewery. They told me they had some new bourbons and drinks. I didn't try a bunch of that. They make their own beer. I didn't try that. I did try one. Jameson, cast strength rye something. It's actually really good.
Not a big Irish whiskey person.
I met this guy, and he gave us a lot of great ideas. So shout out to Jason of Kaufman Media for hooking that up. Shout out to the Ram. They have amazing, on their appetizers for $4.6, they're half price. I got fried pickles, which are pretty good.
Yeah.
But then one of the guys got the barbecue chicken quesadilla. Amazing. And then Corey, the guy we met with, ordered buffalo cauliflower. So it's
I've heard that's really
buffalo
good.
chicken. I hate cauliflower, so I was like, there's no way. So towards the end, we're getting to know each other. We're having a good time. And Corey goes, you got to try this. I was like, all right, I'll try it.
You're like, I don't eat vegetables. Look at me.
I don't. Right. I ordered my pickles deep fried and battered. So
well, pickle's not a vegetable anymore.
No, especially once you deep fry it.
Right.
But the cauliflower was amazing. So that's what I've had going on this week. What about you? Make it quick because I used a lot of time.
Yeah, that's all right. I finally got my deck done. Minus the set of steps. I'm not worried about that one set of steps. The railing
the 6-month project
is done. We started this project in May. Keep in mind, we started this railing project in May trying to get things done when we started at Home Depot with the planning.
Right.
It is now September. Today is September 16th when we're recording this. It'll go out on the 18th, on Tuesday. But it has taken that long to actually get everything together and in, minus what was sent to us on accident, what was ordered incorrectly from Home Depot side of things, from Lowe's side of things, because just all the back and forth between.
Well, right. 'Cause like I said, your labor time would have been a day or two.
A weekend.
Yeah.
To get everything done. But it's done.
Finally.
It's done.
Insert cheering crowd here.
5 years. 5 years in the making. It is finally done.
Just in time for a storm to knock it out or something.
Happy. I don't know what to do.
One of your kids is going to swing on the railing and rip it off.
Oh, God, if they do, I'll kill them.
Oh, I might pay them to do it.
I will murder them.
Like, hey, don't do it today, but someday when I'm gone, go try and pull that railing off your dad's deck.
It wouldn't take much because it's not like they're only connected by a couple lag bolts. But
so I should not lean on it
not too much.
Too aggressively.
Right.
We're going to test that theory.
But it's done.
You got good homeowners insurance?
Enough.
All right. We can have some fun then.
No. Because that means I got to rebuild the deck if one of those things get ripped off, and I don't want to have to deal with that.
No. Insurance covers somebody else paying to rebuild it. It's fine.
I don't want to deal with that.
All right, so what are we doing today?
So anyway, I think today we're drinking some Weller. I got some Weller Antique 107. So just opened a fresh bottle that you and I are enjoying.
Yes, it's
a wheated bourbon, so it's a little different than a normal bourbon. A normal bourbon would be 51% corn. The rest of it would be a rye. The other 49% would be a rye. This is 49% wheat. So it's a little bit wheat. So it's a little bit smoother. It's sweeter.
It's very smooth and sweet. It's actually this is what I like about fine bourbons is you can seriously just pour them neat or on the rocks and sip one. These are not something that you party with. You're not drinking to get drunk. You're not. You're just enjoying it. You're relaxing. It's kind of like somebody who goes, man, I really love a good cold Diet Coke. Now, I know people that are like addicted to some pop, or Mountain Dew, or I need sweet tea. This is something that it's kind of like smoking a tobacco pipe. I, for years, smoked cigarettes. Got off of that, started the e-cigs back before vaping was a thing.
I hate vaping.
Got off of that before vaping was a term I'd ever heard, or shortly after. And every once in a while, I've got this tobacco pipe. Well, I've got like 12 or 13 pipes now because I like the artistry of them.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I'll get some good tobacco and sit down and enjoy just the thing with tobaccos. And I've read a lot of historical people, influential people that smoke pipes is, they say all these really profound things that have come from smoking a pipe, and some is about smoking a pipe. But to smoke a pipe, you can't pull one out of a pack and light it up and be through it in 3 minutes.
No, you got to pack it. You got to
pipe. It's a process.
Yeah,
so
absolutely,
it kind of forces me in my day-to-day life to slow down. It's very soothing. It's very chill. It's not something I do every day. For instance, like when I had my surgery, and they ask, your parents are here. Who's these people? I'm going to ask personal questions. Do you care? Well, I don't smoke in front of my parents ever. I don't drink anything in front of my parents because they don't like it. They don't appreciate it. And I totally respect that. But every once in a while, I'll have a tobacco pipe and it is just smooth and it's kind of refreshing. It forces me to slow down, take a deep breath. And when I do that, I try to get away from my phone or my computer or whatever and just really relax. Yeah. I'm always outside. I hate the smell of smoke. Same thing with a good bourbon. It's something that I don't want to take it and pound a bunch of shots. With an expensive bourbon, you take it, you pour yourself one, either neat or on the rocks, depending on what kind or what you prefer, and you just slow down. And it's something that, one of the episodes I remember you poured us, I think it was the whole episode before I finished it. Just a good single or double, whatever you poured. And so something like this Weller's is, I so far highly recommend it.
Well, I don't want to bust your bubble. This isn't expensive.
No, I said it's a good bourbon.
It's a good.
I didn't say it was expensive. There's a difference. I know of a few good bourbons that are $9 a bottle.
This is $25.
That's a good bourbon, though. That's just a great deal.
That's a hell of a deal.
I read a quote last week that I really liked. It
put
says
up or
whiskey.
Shut up.
Yeah, put up or shut up. Go big or go home.
To be or not to be.
Right. No, it said, I forget who said it.
Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face.
That was Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Everyone has a plan until... Why did Mike Tyson just get mixed with Elmer Fudd when I tried to do his voice? Everyone has a plan until that wascally wabbit punches him in the face. Oh, man. Mike Tyson, I know you're listening. Please don't punch me in the face. No, this is the quote. It actually referenced whiskey, which if you know anything about bourbon and whiskey, they're cousins. They're from Kentucky, so they're pretty much...
All bourbons are whiskeys. All scotches are whiskeys, but not all whiskeys are scotches or bourbons.
Correct. So the quote said, "There's no such thing as a bad whiskey, just some that are not as good as others." And I got to thinking, Churchill. Was it Churchill?
I believe so.
It was somebody really, I was going to say really rich. I don't know how, really famous, infamous. It was somebody well known, but yeah. The thing is with something like this, I don't look at a bourbon or anything for the cost, because if you're buying stuff just because it's expensive, you're trying to be a rapper. You're rapping about $5,000 bottles.
Hennessy. Right.
Hennessy, Remy Martin, which I've never had either of those. I don't really plan to. I'm not paying a ridiculous amount. But, this Weller's, for $25 a bottle is amazing. This is one of the smoothest, sweetest bourbons I've ever tried.
Yeah. The other bottle that I have down there, the Special Reserve, which is the green label Weller, is $22 a bottle.
Beautiful.
Right.
I haven't had that, but yeah, this stuff here, I would say I'm going to give it a review like you always read online from the professionals or you see on different shows. I'm going to give my very unprofessional opinion on it. When you first, the aroma that comes off of it is very sweet, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of vanilla. I don't smell a lot of the smokiness that you do in some.
I take that back. That quote is William Faulkner.
Faulkner.
There's no such thing as a bad whiskey. Some whiskeys just happen to be better than others.
Yeah, there you go.
But a man shouldn't be fooled with booze until he is 50. Then he's a damn fool if he doesn't. That's the full quote.
Yeah, so we're fools.
Oh, I'm a fucking fool. I'm a Faulkner fool.
Faulkner fool. But this Weller's, I would say, especially for the price, I could definitely go for it. I mean, my top 5, which I've told you, are Jefferson's Ocean, hands down is my favorite. It's obviously made by Jefferson's. They make Jefferson's Reserve, but the Ocean, if you go on their site and look up Jefferson's Ocean, it gives you the story of, this guy makes good whiskey, bourbon. He has a buddy that travels around the ocean and messes with sharks, tracking them, seeing their health, their migratory patterns, and he has the idea of, what if I stack 4 barrels on your ship for 6 months? So he's got these barrels he's already aged, throws them on this ship, it goes port to port, they track everywhere it goes, and that's Jefferson's Ocean Voyage 1.
Yep.
And then now they're on like Voyage 8, 9, 10. The coolest thing about it is, the first time I tasted it, a buddy of mine didn't tell me what it was, didn't tell me how much it cost. As I'm drinking it, he gives me the story of how it goes port to port, how these people are helping sharks, and this bourbon's on board. And the taste was very much a sweet and smoky taste with it. You just get that little hint of sea salt, kind of a flavor. It's just, there's something different about it. And I think that was Voyage 3 I tried, but as I read reviews, I've not had it since. They say everyone's a little different. I think that's really cool.
Right.
You may not like it, but that's just more incentive for you to go, okay, maybe the next voyage is going to be better. And you can get online and see every port it went to all over the world. So that's my number 1 favorite. After that, in no particular order, I like Woodford Reserve. I like your Kimosabi Nika Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good one.
Grain.
Yep, Kofi grain. And then Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare
is a very good one. And then my 5th, I'm forgetting it now.
Well, there was Blanton's and there was Whistle Pig.
Blanton's and Whistle Pig.
Well, that's 6.
That's my top 6. That's 6 of my top 5.
6 of your top 5.
No, but those are ones I typically like. If I am going to have a bourbon, I'm going to slow down. It's going to be one of those. With the Whistle Pig and the Nika, you definitely expanded my original, my tops.
Right.
Eagle Rare was kind of the easiest to get and the cheap, most affordable, but it's not cheap.
Right. Now it's one of the harder ones to get along over.
Right.
Because they quit producing it.
You got to be on a list for Eagle Rare or Blanton's most anywhere.
Right.
Jefferson's Ocean's available, but you're going to pay $75 to $100 a bottle for it.
Right. Same thing with Whistle Pig. It's about $80, $90 a bottle. Weller, like I said, Weller's $22 a bottle. Blanton's is about $52 a bottle.
Yeah, or more.
Well, that's
Some
here in Ohio.
They charge more because of the non-availability here.
Here in Ohio, they're limited to what they can charge. They can only charge so much. But I have seen it upwards to $150 a bottle in other states, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple others. Like, I could give you my top 42, but I would have to walk downstairs and start just naming off bottles. Because that's about how many I have sitting downstairs now.
We'll do a whole podcast of you just reading a list.
Just reading a list of bottles.
Number 1. Blanton's.
Number 1.
Number 2.
Yeah, I've got about
Eagle
6
Rare.
bottles of Blanton's sitting downstairs.
You won't when I leave.
I've got probably Blanton's is probably my favorite by far, just because it's smooth. It's hard to get here in Ohio. So I buy it whenever I get a chance.
Yeah.
But
now, here's my thing with Blanton's. Because it's hard to get here and it's so rare, and because that kind of calls you to try to preserve it.
Right.
Is it good because it's good, or is it good because it's rare?
It's good because it's good.
I agree, but does the rarity make it more special when you do drink it? Especially for somebody that has 42 different types.
No. I think it's good because it's good. There are others that are downstairs that are better than Blanton's. Blanton's just happens to be
your favorite.
My favorite.
But you would say others are better.
There are
That's
others
just your
that are
preference.
better. Yeah, there's definitely others that are better.
That's like the guy that says Miller Lite's the best beer, Bud Light's the best beer. Like, okay, you like it. That doesn't mean it's a great beer.
It's a horrible beer.
I don't drink either of those. So.
Blanton's is my favorite.
That's fair.
But there are others that are better.
But you haven't had Jefferson's Ocean yet, have you?
I have not.
We're going to have to fix that.
Like, Whistle Pig is better than Blanton's, in my opinion, by far. But I'm not willing to spend
but for
$80,
the price
$90
point, and
a
that's
bottle
another thing, right?
Every time I want to go, I want to have, a bottle, have a bottle sitting around.
Right.
I've got, I think I've got Virgil Kaine sitting downstairs. Virgil Kaine, in my opinion, well, I can't compare them because they're two different bourbons altogether. But Virgil Kaine is fantastic, but I can't get it in Ohio. I have to go into the Carolinas to get Virgil Kaine. That's the only place they're available for. The Carolinas and Georgia.
Well, that just means they need to send us some things to review on our podcast.
Well, they can't, By law, they are not allowed to ship.
Yeah, but somebody can bootleg it for us.
Well, guess I've got 3 bottles of it sitting downstairs. So we've got that. 2-Bitch is fantastic. 2-Bitch bourbon.
Where's that from?
That's out of Nevada.
Can you get it here? Or is that only?
It's not. It's only available in Nevada,
Gotcha.
as far as I know. Nevada and California. I've got one.
Nevada and California, the state that like blocks everything,
Right,
and bans everything,
right. So I've got 1 pour left in that bottle downstairs, but I've got 2 more bottles coming.
There you go.
So I've got friends that travel out that way, and they're
You got
coming
friends
back.
in low places,
Right. They're coming
whiskey
back.
Drowns and the beer chases your blues away.
Well, I don't drink when I'm depressed.
I drink when I'm happy so I can get depressed.
Right. So, but I've got 2 more bottles of 2-Bitch coming from Nevada because they're out there, and I asked if they would pick me up some.
There you go.
Because that's the only way that I'm able to get it. And because I've posted so much about Virgil, Kaine, and 2-Bitch,
Yeah,
they have offered to send me some
you
swag.
posted on your Instagram,
On my
at
Instagram.
Martelle on Instagram,
on my Instagram and on my Twitters.
the tweeters.
Yeah,
I just can't get into the Twitter thing. I try.
I occasionally post, but both companies have reached out and offered to send me some swag for being such a loyal customer, which I'm pretty excited about.
Shoot, I'll just start sharing your pictures of everything and
Yeah.
I'll start sharing pictures of like Lamborghinis and
Well, see if
I don't want a
see
Lambo.
if Lamborghini says, "Hey, we're going to send you some
yeah,
swag.
free Lamborghini.
Here's a keychain."
Yeah, here's a keychain and you have to pay shipping.
So I'm excited about that. I got a story about when I went to buy the Weller.
This Weller's here.
This
that we're
Weller.
sampling. Okay.
So the Weller that we bought, or that I bought, this is the first time it's been in Ohio in 7 years.
Okay.
So it's been quite a while.
Now, where's it made at?
It's out of Buffalo Trace.
Okay, so down in Kentucky.
It's out of the Buffalo Trace distilleries.
I love the Buffalo Trace Distillery because they make good bourbon and whiskey.
Well, so Buffalo Trace is owned by Sazerac.
Right.
So, and I got into an argument with a guy who I said, I'm looking to get some Weller. He's like, yeah, it comes out of the Buffalo Trace. Well, it's owned by Sazerac. Yeah, no shit. But that's the Buffalo that comes out of the Buffalo Trace Distillery. Like, yeah, I know where it comes from.
Don't even care.
Why don't
is it even
care.
relevant?
It doesn't matter. I just want to know.
This is what I want.
This is what I want. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
So anyway, I went to buy this stuff the other day, and I called up my buddy Mo from One More Rep podcast.
Mo Dingo. One More Rep podcast. Quick shout out.
The DJ Dingo. And I said, hey, they've got Weller. You want a bottle? Yeah. How much is it? I'm like, well, the special reserve I picked up last time was like $22, I think, a bottle. I said, I don't know how much the 107 antique is, but it can't be more than it can't be too much more than the special reserve, the green bottle. He's like, yeah, just go ahead and give me one of each. Cool, I'll pick up one of each. So I buy 2 of each. So 4 bottles total. 2 greens, 2 reds. Walk up to the counter.
Christmassy.
I know, it's so Christmassy. I walk up to the counter, and there's the gentleman there. He's like, is that it? I'm like, yeah, that's it. I'll just have these 4 bottles. Rings it up.
Is that it? You walk up with 4 bottles by yourself. He's like, that all?
He's like, that's all? I'm like, yeah, that's
You're
it.
in Ohio. You guys drink way more. You're always depressed.
And I'm like, oh, cool. So he rings it up.
Okay.
Charge my card.
You're done.
Done. He puts
This is
one
a
in
really
a bag.
boring story so far.
So far.
Everything's normal.
Everything's normal. Normal checkout. But he starts putting one in a bag, and he looks at me and goes, would you prefer a box? I'm like, you know what? I would love a box. That would make things so much easier for when it's sitting in the trunk of my car. Things aren't rolling around. I'll be right back. This is where things take a turn. This woman comes running out of the back of Giant Eagle's
and
liquor
stabs
store.
you with a needle.
Close. I'm voiding this transaction. Whoa.
No, you can't void it. You've already paid.
That's no bueno.
You paid, right? The transaction's
I've
over?
I've already paid. That's no bueno. What? I said, that's no bueno. That's no good. I said,
That's Spanish for
in
not bueno.
Spanish, that's no good. She's like, no, it is 1 bottle per customer. I kind of looked around. I'm like, no.
No signposted,
No,
right?
I don't see a sign. She's like, it's 1 bottle per customer, blah, blah. And she starts yelling at this guy. I think the guy's name was Ivan. So we're going to call him
That's
Ivan.
a great name. We should call him Ivan if that's his name.
We're going to call him Ivan anyway.
That was my granddad's name.
So she's like, it is 1 bottle per customer. And he's like, whoa, hold on. I didn't know. So she's like berating him. And then she starts berating me about it being 1 bottle per customer. It is 1 bottle per customer. You only get to purchase 1 bottle. It is 1 bottle per customer. I am voiding this transaction. I just kind of looked at her and I said, yeah, go ahead. I said, because I'm leaving with 4 bottles anyway. What? I said, you can go ahead and void that transaction, but I'm leaving with 4 bottles. I said, I will buy one of these bottles and then I will come back and I will buy 3 more bottles. I said, but I'm leaving the store with 4 bottles. What? I said, void the transaction. Go ahead. It is 1 bottle per customer. I said, you've said that.
You've established
We're
that
done.
fact. Right.
And then she turns back to Ivan and starts like berating him. He's like, I didn't know. She's like, yeah, I know you didn't know. You ain't been here in 3 days. He's like, I'm sorry, I took vacation.
Well, whose fault is it that he didn't know?
Well, it's not his fault.
The manager or owner.
So, well, and we're in a Giant Eagle. So the owner's in what is a corporate headquarter in Pittsburgh.
Well, but she's got to be the manager or something.
I don't know who this woman is. So she continued on with her bitching and moaning, and then she accuses me of buying the 4 bottles to put them on Craigslist to sell them on the on the secondary market.
$22 bourbon.
Right, of bourbon that's harder to get in Ohio. So keep that part in mind.
Right.
Weller is not, when it comes in, it sells out. And then people, like, they put it, and I've seen it on Craigslist.
Yeah, I've seen it with Blanton's. I've seen it with Eagle Rare.
Blanton's. Well, that's illegal, by the way. Keep that in mind, too. You get caught selling bourbon on the secondary market, that's illegal. You're not allowed to do that. So I looked at her, and I'm like, oh, so we're going that? I said, that's illegal, by the way. I said, selling bourbon secondhand? I said, that's illegal. So are you accusing me of buying bourbon to sell it secondhand? I said, because, yeah, I don't appreciate that. I said, 2 of those bottles are for a buddy of mine. I said, the other 2 are for me.
And we're going to drink them both right now.
And she just like looks at me and she goes, well, there was a guy that came in here and there were only 3 bottles left and he bought the 3 bottles and the guy behind him got mad and he started, yelling at me because he didn't get to buy a bottle. I'm like, how's that your problem? I'm like, you were out of stock at that point.
I was going to say, you just tell that guy, hey, grow up.
Like, that's not your problem.
You got here 10 minutes too late. Deal with it, dude. Right. Move on.
I said, that's not my problem. I said, oh, by the way, I just kind of looked around.
Nobody else.
I'm the only one here. I said, and you've got 30 bottles plus 1-gallon bottles sitting over there.
Yeah, they sell it in 1-gallon bottles.
Oh, they sell huge 1 gallon. You
should have bought it all. You should be like, it's a matter of fact.
Oh, we'll get to that in a minute.
I need a keg of bourbon.
I said, so keep giving me all of your excuses. You don't have a sign. You have more than enough. I'm the only customer in the store. I'm leaving with 4 bottles.
And you already paid.
I said, go ahead and void the transaction. And she just kind of looked at me and she walked off.
You should have told her at that point, I can't let you tag any of these bottles back because I'm not allowed to sell it secondarily and I already paid for it and own it.
That refund would be a secondary transaction.
I'm going to go ahead and walk out of here with the bottles that I legally own.
So I'm not pissed about it. I'm just kind of like,
no, but you put your foot down when you need to.
I'm like, whatever. So Ivan's like, I don't know what that was about, dude, but I'm sorry. That was completely uncalled for. I'm like, you're right, it was. I said, that was absolutely uncalled for. I said, there's no need for her to yell at you. I said, in front of a customer.
Ivan, it's not your fault. I'll take 10 more bottles.
So he's like, I heard your whole conversation on the phone with your homie. He's like, don't worry about it. I said, I'm not worried about it, Ivan. No big deal. I said, I'll just take the 4 bottles. I said, I'll get out of here. Cool.
Right.
So I get back to my office. I said, and I call, and I end up calling the store manager at Giant Eagle. No, okay. No. So we're gonna call him Cliff because I think that was his name. And good. Cliff goes,
let's just call him Cliff.
Let's just call him Cliff. So Cliff was like, I said, hey Cliff. I said, so here's the deal. I was in your store 20 minutes ago. I was back in the liquor agency. I said, you guys have Weller in stock. I said, it's a little harder to get in Ohio. I said, it's like Blanton's and Buffalo Trace and some of these others that we really don't get in Ohio. I said, are you aware that you have a 1-bottle policy per customer? No. I said, well, let me tell you about your 1-bottle policy and how your customers are treated. I said, when I bought 4 bottles and I said,
I was raped.
I said, I was accosted by one of your employees. I said, female employee back there. I said, so was Ivan. I said, in front of me.
Right.
I said, with a whole, it's 1 bottle per customer, blah, blah, and went through the whole thing. I said, super unprofessional, super unwarranted. not really necessary. I said, do you have more than enough bottles back there? I said, I could understand if maybe you got like a case. I said, and you're trying to sell, one per customer. I said, but you obviously didn't get a case. I said, you have 1 gallon bottles. You have 750 milliliter bottles.
Right.
I said, you guys shouldn't be worried about it. I said, and here's the thing. I'm a paying customer. I came in and bought 4 bottles.
You just dropped $100.
I said it was $105 and some change. I said, but what's it matter if I want to buy 4 bottles, 10 bottles, the entire, I want to buy half your inventory, or I want to back a truck up and buy your entire inventory. I said, and you're going to help me load everything up. He goes, he's like, if you're going to buy my entire inventory, I will help you load the truck up. I said, I'm sure you will pull people from departments, and I said, to help me load the truck up. I said, but that's not the point. I said, the point is, I'm a paying customer. I come in. I said, there are no signs posted anywhere about a 1 bottle policy per person. He's like, I'm going back to figure it out now. So that is my story about buying that Weller that you were drinking.
Well, I want to tell you.
With that, when you go to the Giant Eagle down here in Lancaster, they do have a 1 bottle policy per person. And they're upfront about it because they don't put things like Weller out on the floor.
Yeah, you got to ask for it.
You have to ask for it. Hey, you guys got Weller? Yeah, it's 1 bottle per person. Okay, is that 1 bottle per type, or is that 1 bottle total? Or
is it 1 bottle per day? Do I have to come back tomorrow and get another?
Oh, no, I've gone in. I've literally gone in and
go
same
in,
day.
buy it, walk back out, walk back in.
No, I've gone in. I've literally looked at the guy, the guy who runs the store or the liquor agency. His name's Brian. And I said, hey, Brian, you guys got any Blantons? Yeah, got a case in today. Cool, I'll take a bottle. All right, great. What time's your shift end? 2:00. Cool. Damn it. All right, I'll be in after 2.
Be back at 2:30. Sucker.
He's like, I don't care.
That's what I was gonna say. Just wait for shift change. Go back the next day.
I've literally gone back after shift change and bought another bottle. That's just because I know that. I mean, they're making money. I mean, I get that they're trying to
do what's right and give everybody a fair share. But in the end, they are a distributor.
Yeah.
Even if you wanted to buy all 6 bottles of Blanton or whatever.
Well, that's the way Kroger is in Canal. They put that shit out on the floor. It is first come, first serve.
Yeah, and it's gone.
And that is actually the way that the state of Ohio wants it. They want it as a first come, first serve. They don't want the agencies holding it.
Right.
As you're not allowed to call and put it on hold. So I can't call and say, hey, can you hold me a bottle? And they can't. They're not supposed to be like, yeah, we'll hold you a bottle. They're not supposed to do that.
That's not what I did. I had to get on a list. I went because I was trying to
supposed to do that.
Well, I was trying to find you Blantons a while back. It was when I was traveling around. I happened to be down Chillicothe. I found Hooch's is the name of their liquor store there. So I walk into Hooch's and said, hey, I don't tell them I'm looking for a buddy. I said, do you guys have any Blantons? No, but we can put you on a list.
Now, they can put you on a call list.
Yeah, that's what they did. They put me on a call list.
Hey, we got it in. And first come, first serve.
When my name got called, they said you have 24 hours to get it or it's next person.
Okay.
So that's kind of what I did. I ran down, and by that time I was out of Chillicothe and working in Whitehall. So I had to dip out, or maybe I went, can't remember if it was a weekday or weekend, but I went down and grabbed that. And but yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, they're not supposed to put you on they can put you on a call list. So shout out to Buffalo Trace and Weller's.
Shout out
for
to
their fantastic product.
Cliff and Ivan, and not the homegirl that sexually assaulted you.
Yeah, who verbally abused me.
Well, if you want to go in there in your short shorts, she probably wouldn't have cared.
If I would have went in my short shorts,
you go there with your butt cheeks hanging out and everything, just like in that picture over there where you got the unicorn head on.
That's amazing.
How can people not want to keep you in the store?
I know, right?
We need to post that picture on the Facebook.
That picture's on Facebook somewhere. I just got to find it.
Find it or scan that.
I'm not scanning that. That's a print from the
Facebook.
From the Facebook.
Oh man, your glutes look amazing in that picture.
I know. That's when
I would definitely yell at you if you were in my store.
That's when I was a scant 215 pounds.
Scant. All right. So what else we got?
Oh, I don't know.
Buckhorn Bites. We got time for that?
We might have some time for this.
Uh-oh. That was really loud.
It's the Urban Dictionary game.
Oh, no. How long is this theme music?
I don't know.
I feel like somebody should be like, what was the guy's name on Price is Right?
I can't hear you.
It's too loud. Too loud. Well, if you're listening to us on Wednesday morning, good morning, wake up. feel like somebody should be like, welcome to the Urban Dictionary game with your host, Bob Barker.
Or Brandon Martelle.
Oh, yeah, that guy, too. We're too poor to poor Bob Barker, and he's old. All right, so Urban Dictionary game. We're playing that again?
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do the Urban Dictionary game.
This should be interesting.
I apologize for the volume on that. I'm going to go ahead and post-adjust that. And then it makes no sense that I'm apologizing for the volume.
Just know that when we recorded this, it was very loud.
Super loud in our headphones.
It made my beehole pucker up.
Yeah, it did.
All the way down to the size of a tennis ball.
All right. So, Randy, are you ready for your first term?
Let's go. How many are we doing? 5, 4, 5?
I think I've got 6 here. 6 or 7. We'll make them fast, though.
Let's go fast.
Chevrlegs.
Chevrolegs? Oh, that's real easy. So recently, Mark Wahlberg bought the Bobby Lehman Chevy dealership.
Yes, he did.
In Columbus here.
Yeah.
And everybody's all excited because they think he's actually going to be there a lot and they're going to buy a car from him.
No.
He ain't. He's just taking your money.
Right.
I love him. He's one of my favorite actors. I love The Fighter. Might be my favorite movie of his. Chevrolegs is what happens when somebody like me walks in and he looks at me because he happens to be there one day and goes, no, bro, you need to walk around more. So he gives me some shoes and tells me to take my Chevrolegs and get going down the street.
That is so damn close.
Is it? What is it?
It is almost dead on accurate.
Oh, this music is so loud.
It's over.
Oh.
It is the type of vehicle you own when you can't afford a car.
Yeah.
Your Chevrolegs.
That's right.
There you go.
I got Chevrolegs.
You got them Chevrolegs.
Yeah, that's a hood term there.
So
that
you
came
are.
Straight out
I'm going to
of
give you a point for that.
Yeah, I'm taking that point. I'll take any point I can get.
All right. So I'm looking for something specific here. So think kind of dirty.
Oh, goodness.
I'm going to give you a hint.
Mom, turn it off.
Nope. You don't have to turn it off. It's a Sharon, right?
Yep. Sharon goes by sis.
So you don't have to turn this one off yet. Think kind of dirty. You just ate Taco Bell. Home.
I didn't just eat Taco Bell, but if that's what you're referring to, there was a day I ate Taco Bell for lunch and White Castle for dinner, and home is where they say home is where your heart is. Lion King, the pig, Pumbaa, he said home's where your rump rests. Yep. Here I say that home is where your butt explodes, where you paint the inside of your toilet a nice hue of an earthly tone.
Yes.
Is that it?
It is. A place where I can poop for however long I desire.
Oh, that's it.
That's
Till
it.
your legs go numb.
Right there. There you go. I'm gonna look
shout
at
out to
you,
my brother. 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
Buckeyes won again, man. I'm on a streak just like they are.
Yeah, you are. All right, Sharon, turn it off.
Oh, there's your warning, Mom. I've not read these. I have no clue where he's going.
They just go downhill from here, and then I think they come back up. All right. Lodestar. Lodestar.
Okay, Lone Star is a band, right? Mm-hmm. In a restaurant. Lone Star State is Texas. Lodestar. Does it also have something to do with fecal?
No. I can't give you any.
Oh, I just realized where it's going.
I can't give you any.
Lodestar. Oh, Mom, turn it off if you haven't yet. Lodestar has to do with the. I'm going to say when a gentleman and a lady are having coitus and they do not want to produce offspring, the gentleman spills his seed elsewhere than in the vaginal birth canal region, somewhere on the exterior of the woman. And because Star, I'm going to guess there's 5 guys, burgers and fries involved, making a specific geometric pattern. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
No.
Oh, man.
That's so good.
Now I feel even worse.
Lodestar. A slang term for a brand of twinkly vibrators favored by Christian farm girls in Indiana.
Oh, man, I was way off, but that is hilarious. By Christian farm girls in Indiana.
Yep.
Who even submitted that to Urban Dictionary?
I don't know.
It had to be somebody that knew what they were talking about.
Joe Sarr. That's who submitted it.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, here's the next one. Muddy Puppy.
Muddy Puppy?
Muddy Puppy.
Oh, that's Diesel. He goes out, it's been raining, he rolls around, and Muddy Puppy. Well, I'm guessing I'm guessing because I want the point. Mom, turn it off if you haven't already. That the puppy is a reference to a dog, aka a dachshund, aka a wiener, and the muddy part comes from alternate intercourse in an alternate orifice, kind of like a chili dog. That's my best guess.
No.
Oh man, I'm saying dirty things and I'm wrong. I'm not even getting the points.
No. When a guy ejaculates onto a girl's face and then a dog licks it off.
Oh no. How do we go from doing nice bourbon reviews to that?
Surprise! Urban Dictionary game.
Surprise, muddy puppy. Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, this is a completely unscripted show today. Oh, let's see.
We're supposed to do Buckhorn Bites after this?
I know. So, let's see. Whose ass is it gonna be?
That's the term?
That's the term.
No, that's a different game show that we're not playing. that's like a cross between Price is Right and the Wheel of Fortune.
Right.
Just a whole bunch of people lined up on a wheel and you spin it. And where it stops, no one knows.
Or also known as WITGB.
Oh, well, now that you said it that way.
I know, right? Now you get it.
I'm going to guess that this has something to do with...
Whose ass is it going to be?
Is it sexual? Because I'm thinking it's more of a hazing thing, where it's like a game where somebody gets
it's
beat
Urban
with a paddle.
It's Urban Dictionary. It doesn't always have to be sexual.
No, that's why I'm thinking it's more of like, they spin a thing and somebody gets paddled, like for almost a gang initiation, like a frat initiation. I don't know. That's my guess. I'm not going to get this one. I have no idea.
That's plausible.
Okay.
So I may give you half a point.
I will take half a point.
So it's whose ass is it going to be? Or WAITGB is used when trying to figure out who is at blame in a situation, usually to punish them.
Oh, yeah.
So you could play a spin the bottle type game.
Well, that's what happens when you get in trouble at work and the boss takes you in with the wooden paddle, right? Isn't that how it works at your job?
Sure.
I need to go call HR.
All right. We got two more left. All right. So
they told me everybody was disciplined that way.
Oh, let's go. All right. Two left. I wanted to figure out which order to do these in. All right. Throwing ass.
Farting.
No.
I was just kidding.
All right.
Throwing
ass.
That's a Scottish term.
It is.
Yeah, from the Highland Games.
Yeah?
Yeah, they pick up those big giant poles and try and flip it, make it stay on the other end, and then they carry the heavy stones and throw it up over logs or set it on a pedestal.
Okay.
Throwing ass is where they have to pick up a newly born donkey, and whoever throws it the farthest wins.
Oh.
Yeah, you've never heard of that one?
No.
Yeah. Everybody knows that.
Okay.
It's a rurally thing. We do it all the time out at my folks. 4th of July, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, Christmas, Thanksgiving, somebody's baby's born, grandma's funeral.
So we're doing this when Dutch is born?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to go find somebody with a newly born baby ass and throw it around.
Okay.
I still have hernia, though.
That's not it.
That baby's coming any freaking day.
That baby's coming any minute. Throwing ass. Twerking, shaking your booty in a circle, or just shaking your booty in general. Often done in clubs or on the dance floor.
See, that's so dumb. Why did we have to make up a term for dancing? It's already a term.
It's already a term. Twerking.
Yeah, twerking, dancing,
Throwing
shaking
ass.
your groove thing. We don't need to be throwing donkeys around.
Yeah.
I want to go to Brothers Downtown, which is a very urban club where they play very urban music, and I just want to be like talking like I want to go so stereotypically white. Like, you all are doing a great job at throwing donkey right now, and I really appreciate what's going on. just talk to everybody, like, go up and give people high fives as they're twerking. Like, you are doing that fantastically well. What's your name?
Can I give you some frost face?
No, that's the next one.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good.
Are you sure?
If it's sexual, it is, isn't it? Frostface is what happened to Harry and Lloyd when they traded the van for a scooter in Dumb and Dumber, rode into Aspen, and had the snot frozen all over them. That's Frostface, and I will not accept any other definition because I have a feeling this one is very bad. You said they came back up, and they have not come back up. Well, something came back up.
I'm a liar.
What is it?
To ejaculate on her face while she's asleep. Later, she wakes up to a face full of crusty...
Oh, stop, pass.
With
the
semen.
End. Cue music. Stop.
There's no outro music for this. Hey, 2.5 to 3 or 4.
2.5 to 3 or 4 out of 6. I'll take it. How well did you do? Well, I scored 2.5 to 3 out of 4 out of 6. Niner. Oh goodness, that's just, you find the gross terms, man.
I find all the terms.
You literally just Google all Urban Dictionary terms. Oh, that's so bad.
I know. That's it. That's the last one.
All right, you ready for a snack?
No, but I'm ready for something else. I have a gift for you.
You have a gift for me?
I have a gift for you.
All right, what's the gift?
Because you're always complaining about needing a notebook.
You got me a notebook?
I got you a notebook.
Oh, throw it here. Just toss it. That's got some fat rings on it.
Yeah, it does.
Did you buy this, or was it like, oh, hey, I forgot I had this?
No, I put it together for you.
You put it together for me?
Yes, I did.
How did this is fancy.
It's super duper fancy.
Whoa. I'm going to write all my diary entries in it?
No, you use that for the damn show.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
Buckhorn Podcast will become just reading my diary. Dear diary, Johnny smiled at me today. It made me tingle in new places. Oh, I hope Mom turned it off. Yeah, this is cool, man. That's awesome. I love it.
There you go.
Thanks for not getting me a pin with it. But whatever. Oh, my pin that I brought for the first episode.
There you go. You got your pen back.
Ding, ding, ding. No, this is sweet. I'm pumped. Now I can write down stuff like you do while we're recording.
I know.
So I don't forget.
You can either leave that here.
I'll probably leave it here because I'll lose it.
Or you can take it with you.
I will forget it.
But you have a notebook now for the show.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm pumped.
So you can write stuff down.
I'm just going to draw pictures in it of ponies,
hey, whatever.
Leprechauns, that cool block S thing everybody did in middle school, boobies, things like that. So...
Big giant bees.
Oh man, that reminds me. I got in trouble in 3rd grade. I will never forget this. I went to Harmon Elementary on Climb Road. And
now the beginning of Buckhorn Bites.
I got in trouble because I got a test back because we got to see our test and we had to turn it back in or whatever. You tried transition, but this is a funny story.
I did, damn it.
So I drew this picture and I knew full well what I was doing. It was picture like basically a kind of 2 U's side by side.
Yeah.
With colored in circles at the bottom of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then below that, just a little dot. And then below that, a circle with a vertical line in the middle.
So you drew 2 boobies, a belly button, and a landing strip.
Right. Well, it wasn't a landing strip. It was like a oval with a line right through the middle. It was supposed to not have any hair follicles. And I turned it back into my teacher. Being the good boy that I was, when she asked me about it, I said, oh, I drew a face that was so shocked because I got such a good grade. And she said, do you think you can make it look more like a face? So I had to add full on like hair above the eyes, quote unquote eyes, ears, and a little thought bubble cartoon thing that said, wow, what a great score. And I don't think my parents ever heard about that one. All right. So now
it's
for
a good thing your mom
Bites.
doesn't listen to the show ever.
Right. Oh. So I brought something today that we are both going to try.
Yeah,
you know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, you know what it is.
I don't want to know what it is.
I brought knockoff Oreos from Dollar General.
Oh, Lord.
These are Clover Valley assorted sandwich cream cookies. Creme? C-R-E with a tilde M-E.
Cream?
So we're going to do the chocolate ones. Why is there 2 rows of vanilla and 1 row of chocolate? That's freaking racist. That is segregation. That is, they could have alternated them and put an equal amount of each in there. We're going to eat racist Oreos with
you did not.
Chunky mild salsa.
I'm going to fucking throw
just like
up.
the meme I shared.
I'm going to so throw up.
So we each got to eat at least 1 cookie with chunks on it. And then for my childhood story about working a camp and my buddy TJ introducing me to ghetto treats. Shout out to you, TJ. I'll make you listen to this one. We have Nichols Donuts of the powdered sugar variety, and Clover Valley again, snack cheese in a can.
Oh.
So we're going to put some cheddar made with real cheese. It doesn't say it's real cheese, but it is made with it.
Didn't your doctor say you had to start losing weight?
Yeah, so I'm just going to eat 1 of each. It's all about portion control, Martelle. You know that. It's all about portion control.
Don't we need to do like an intro or something for Buckhorn Bites?
Yeah, you got an intro?
I tried to do one, and you cut me off.
Oh, rewind. Speaking of whatever you said, Buckhorn Bites. This is a new segment we're doing where we're eating nasty concoctions.
Oh, this is going to be
and
so bad.
This is fun for me because I can stomach most things. I was on a show you can catch on YouTube, Fat Guys in the Woods, season 2, episode 1.
God,
and I had
this
to
is gonna
eat
be so bad.
a cactus, a centipede, half of a centipede, and a tarantula leg.
Oh, this is going to be so bad.
That's what I ate that week. And I posted a meme of Oreos where one of the rows of Oreos was gone and somebody filled it up with salsa, and it got such a great reaction. I thought, you know what? We're going to do that. We are going to take a bite, and we're going to record it. So you might have to get up because I'm kind of surrounded here.
I'm going to have to
grab you a donut,
vomit,
a cookie. We should have your kids do these with us. That would be awesome. All right.
I can't even bring the mic with me. I want to vomit.
Here, just grab a cookie real quick. Get you up. I'm going to get on the mic this pace opening fresh. Here it comes. Oh, delicious. Oh, look at that's ready. Come dip your cookie in my salsa. Oh, you got to get chunks on there too. And I'll, nope, whole cookie. Whole cookie.
Hold your goddamn horses.
He has to keep walking back to the mic. Oh, see, Martelle does not like nasty foods. Oh, he's dipping 2 halves in. I'm just going to go, the whole cookie won't fit.
Now you see why I broke that thing in half?
Thanks, Obama. I'm just going to stack 2 halves.
So gross.
I got a buddy, Stephen Kinney, who's a survivalist, and he always talks about Oreo trees and stuff because he likes Oreo so much. So I shared this meme with his name. And I don't think he was a fan of the idea. So, Steven, if you're listening, I will, which you should, because I'm going to tag you in this. I apologize for everything before this. Oh, you get a picture? I got chunky salsa on my 2 halves of Oreo cookies, if you can imagine that. And the salsa smells good by itself. We're going to see. I got to be honest. I really love this idea. Your face is awesome. I love this idea when I thought of it. And now that I'm sitting here staring down the barrel of the gun, I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're thinking this is a really bad idea.
I don't think you have enough chunks on yours.
I don't do chunky ass salsa.
Oh, is that the problem?
I'll make homemade salsa and that shit ain't chunky.
Well, okay, fine. Next week we'll do knockoff Oreos and homemade salsa.
No.
Down the hatch, buddy. Do it.
Me. God.
I want you to go first and then I'll go.
This is going to so bad.
Eat it. The whole thing.
Oh, it's so fucking disgusting.
No, it's fine.
You fucking eat that.
No, I ain't going to eat it. You said it's gross.
I'm going to vomit.
I don't want to eat mine now.
Vomit.
No, you're fine. Dude, it can't be that bad.
You fucking put that in your mouth.
What if I don't?
Put that in your fucking mouth.
Are we going to fight about it?
I'm going to punch you in your scar.
Right in my decision.
I'm going to fucking put it in your mouth.
I'm laughing too hard. All right, stop making me laugh.
No.
I got tears in my eyes. All right, here we go. Oh, that's way worse than I thought. Don't make me puke. Wash it down. You got a drink there. Are you live right now?
No, I'm gonna fucking recording it.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
Oh, that's so
shout
bad.
out to Clover Valley Racist Cookies.
Oh, that's so bad. I want to fucking hit you.
Yeah, that okay.
Why? I said that was. Everybody said that was bad. Oh my god, that was so bad.
Nobody. I had so many replies on that. Not one person even jokingly was like, "Yeah, I'd eat that."
No.
So I was like, "Hey, I'm going to eat that." Oh man, that taste. It won't go away.
No.
I got on the teeth. I got.
Hey, shout out True for the Athletics in this little live video here.
Shout out to True Fit. Prayers for Jimmy. He's in surgery as we speak. So, Jimmy, as you're recovering, I know everything's going to go well, buddy. You can listen to this and don't laugh because I know from experience. Man, it won't go away. I've got salsa on the back of my tongue and Oreo still stuck on my teeth.
I've got Oreo dust in the back of my tongue.
Kudos to you. Shout out to Pace Chunky Salsa. I should have went spicy. Oh, man, my eyes are watering.
It's so bad. Oh,
mainly from laughing, I think.
That's so gross.
You want to try the white cookie now?
No.
You're racist.
Yeah, call it what it is. I hate white cookies.
All right, so here we go.
Now we're doing this crap?
Oh, yeah. It's 2 for Tuesday.
Oh.
or Wednesday, depending on when they listen, or Saturday, or
God.
2 for October. There's always that
You're
hard
going
plug.
first this time.
There's always that hard plug at the top of the cheese. You want to eat that?
It's so gross.
Canned cheese with a hard plug on top.
Oh,
I'll put that in the glass. Dude, it won't go away. That was an awful idea.
All right.
My apologies. All right, come get your donut. Nope, come get your donut.
You hold on a second.
First shot of cheese out of can, you gotta take it straight. You want to video that? Nice picture. It'd be a nice cover photo. Me without my hat. Oh, that burp did not taste good.
I'm gonna.
You want to come smell my windscreen on my mic?
No. Jesus.
Oh, it's terrible. All right. Loading it up. Look at that.
Hold your horses.
What am I holding for? We're recording. We can't just tell people hold your horses.
I can tell you to hold your horses on what you're trying to do right now.
I'm trying to eat a donut.
I know what you're trying to do.
You gotta get close up. We'll crop it.
Damn it. I hate this phone. This new phone.
Do I need to record, like, get a picture of myself doing it?
No, just...
Because you are not... That's what
Don't
you get
worry
for going
about
with
it.
the Motorola.
Well, this is because my Galaxy took a shit on me.
You just going to get a picture?
Nope.
For the... haven't had that in a while.
Plenty.
You got to load up on the cheese. All right. Oh. That is... You know, stuff in a can that they call cheese...
Isn't
American cheese even nowadays says, like, made with cheese product, which means the stuff you're putting on your hamburgers are not cheese.
Well, no.
But then they took it and found a way that they can put in a can that it'll shoot itself out. And it is rough, even for fat kids. All right, ready for the donut?
Yeah, go.
Oh, I'm going first? Nope, this one I've had before. It was like 15 years ago, but...
That is just disgusting.
I will say the worst part of that is definitely the part where you eat it.
The worst part, it just fell on my
You
table.
just dropped a whole glob of fake cheese right on your table. Oh, goodness.
All right.
It's pretty bad when the cheese won't even stick to the donut. That one's not as bad as the Oregon salsa.
This.
I'm going to give all this to Diesel when I'm done.
Oh, this is...
Are you recording yourself?
Yeah.
Smell it.
I don't want to.
Just get a whiff. Nope, you got to get a whiff. Take a whiff.
Shit and die.
That might taste better.
Oh, it's so bad.
Oh, yeah.
No,
so
it's
good.
so fucking disgusting.
So good.
Stuck the roof of my mouth. Oh, it was awful.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh. That's so bad, Randy.
Oh, man. Just imagine where it's going to go from here, buddy. You're turning red.
Oh, so disgusting.
Oh, man. This is awesome. Oh, I'm so happy right now. This was the greatest idea.
I can't get it to go down my throat.
That's what she said.
I'd rather spit. Oh. That is gross.
Oh, that is good stuff.
Oh, kids, don't try this shit at home. Oh,
try it. Everybody try it.
No, don't listen to him.
We're gonna start a new trend called the Buckhorn Challenge, where every week they have to eat something if we do.
God, he's a douchebag.
I've been called way worse.
Oh, we're done. I'm done.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody.
No. Ending that video. God, that was so
You can even stay near your mic. Do you only have water in there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You're not able to get those things.
I drank all my bourbon. It's like,
oh, man. You
that
definitely need
cheese
some
is so greasy. It's like grease, and it's stuck to
It's slimy, dude.
and that powder is stuck to the roof with the grease.
Imagine what's going on in your stomach right now.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. is
I feel like I have to burp, but it won't come up.
I don't want to.
I really thought you were going to hurl on the salsa.
Oh, I wanted to.
Oh,
I so wanted to throw up. I've got a video. I'll have to post that video because I didn't go live for it. I'm going to throw. I wanted to vomit. I just so wanted to vomit.
You're going to have to edit that video. Don't give it all away. Just give a teaser.
Oh no, I'm putting the whole video up. Like this is
after we air?
No, like in
now?
like 5 minutes.
So we got a new segment, folks, called Buckhorn Bites. If you can think of any nasty concoction, now here's hold on.
No,
I want to put stipulations on it.
Yeah, Randy eats everything, and I ain't eating that shit.
No, we are a team partner. We are a what do they call it? A legal. What's the thing where they call it a couple that aren't married but they've been living together 20 years?
Oh,
a union. We are a union. We're a blessed union of podcasters.
Oh.
You're about to hurl.
So foul.
I'm so happy. See, now here's what happens. Usually we come in and Martelle's like, I got an idea of what we want to talk about. And this week he messaged me and goes, I have nothing. Do you have anything? And I said, yes, I do. And that's all I said. I would not tell him what it was. I went to Dollar General and got some ingredients. So here's the rules on Buckhorn Bites. If I can't think of something, it has to be only 2 ingredients. It has to be 2 things not mixed together usually, but it cannot be something that like we might be allergic to. I don't have any allergies.
I'm allergic to everything. Right now.
Such a liar.
Just right now. I just became allergic to everything.
Next week you won't. Just right now you're allergic, but next week you'll be fine.
I just developed an allergy to everything.
And we do have the ability to say no because I know somebody's going to. It's got to be actual items that people consume. It can't be like dog
here's
crap
a
and
Twinkie
horse
and
urine.
dog shit. Right. Here, eat this.
Unless somebody pays us millions of dollars, then I might. But yeah, send post, share, like, rate, review, tell your friends about it, and they can jump in on it. Send us ideas.
Just do that in general with the podcast. I get tired of asking. This ain't PBS.
I get tired of asking. So listen, I'm going to ask one more time. Okay.
Today.
Just today. Oh man, that food combo has got your brain scrambled. You look different. You look high right now.
I know.
You look ready for it now. Your body is shutting down.
Welcome to NPR. Thank you for listening. Please like and share.
We should just talk like this every time.
I could.
It's like that episode on Parks and Rec where the 2 towns came together and the 2 NPR radio hosts tried to fight it out, but always talked like this. Please give it a like, listen, and share.
We should do a whole whisper episode.
That would be amazing.
Perfect. Just talk like this the whole time.
Yeah, but then the game music kicks in. It blows out people's eardrums.
Goddamn Oreos and salsa.
Oh man, we got to get your kids. I want to ask Martelle's kids for food combos ideas.
Oh, don't they will come up with some.
But if they give us one, they have to jump in on the show and eat it too. I feel like Harley would do it.
Ketchup and everything.
Let's go. I would rather eat ketchup on Oreos than sauce on Oreos.
Ugh. Anyway,
weird things are happening in my sinuses and in my stomach. I've got this weird. It's kind of like listening to a band where if you pay attention and hear each instrument individually, if I think about it, I can still taste all 4 things that I hate.
I feel colors.
And it tastes like burning.
Anyway, like the show, share the show. Thanks for listening. We appreciate some of you.
We're done. I'm
out.
Your brain's so turned off right now.
I can't. I want to throw up right now.
Your face is still so red. Your forehead is glistening.
It is.
You look like you're about to give birth. You will make a wonderful mother.
My body right now feels like I ate a ghost pepper. Like, just.
So I just had somebody ask if anybody wants ghost peppers.
Fuck that. No, I've done that shit already.
Yeah, I can't do real hot. Maybe we'll do some hot. Give us some ideas. I want to see where Buckhorn Bites goes. You should have seen when I was staring at Dollar General.
They were looking at you like, what the hell is he going to do with that?
Strawberry syrup in a jar of pickles, and I thought about it.
Shake that up.
Just shake it. Dump some strawberry syrup on and just eat a pickle.
Thanks for listening to the show. Like, share, subscribe.
Check us
out on Instagram and Facebook at Buckhorn Podcast, on Twitter at Buckhorn Podcast. And Fuck it. Thanks, everyone. I'm out.
Drugs.
Do all the drugs, apparently, because...
Don't do Oreos and salsa.
Don't
do the drugs.
Do drugs.
Vote yes on issue 47 for the drugs. Outlaw Oreos and salsa.
God, Oreos and salsa is the worst.
And see, now donuts and cheese don't sound so bad, does it?
No, it's awful. It's just as awful. It is. Thanks, everyone. We will talk to you guys later.
Peace.
Later.